good news, Tams is feeling better.
Yeah.
She's not 100%, but she's 90% there. Bad news is she infected me and I'm actually feeling not so good. But it's our last day in this area of Busan, so we decided to go out anyways to show you guys around. So we got 3 things that we want to get done today. The first one is to go to the fish market. The second one is to go to BIFF Square. And the third one is to go to Gamcheon Villiage, which is apparently the Santorini of Korea.
We have just made it into Jagalchi. It is one of the largest fish markets in South Korea. There is fish for days. Any type of sea crustacean, you can find it here, whether it is fresh or it's dried outside. As well as here in the bottom level, you actually get to choose your seafood live, and then they take it upstairs and they cook it for you fresh. But unfortunately, since Nick and I aren't feeling too well, I don't know if we're going to be having seafood today.
We've just finished walking around the fish market and it's a lot bigger than you actually can imagine. There's just vendors after vendors with different types of seafood. So it's definitely somewhere that you should come and check out. As Sam's mentioned, since we're still sick, we're not going to actually get any food. So we're on our way to the BIFF Market, which is called the Busan International Film Festival. And apparently there's quite a lot of food stands there, so we might get some food while we're walking around there.
Just made it to BIFF. It's really simple to get to since it's just across the road from the fish markets.
I just feel so lucky.
There's also game centers dotted all over the place. So if you want to get in your inner child and let your arcade skills shine, this is the place to do it. And let's not forget, there's like fortune tellers all over this place. All these little tents with the yellow and red little tops, they're all fortune teller stalls.
Tams wants to try her Squid Games out.
There's a whole bunch of little kids here doing the Squid Games with the sugar cutouts. So it seems so interesting and so fun, and I also want to give it a try.
You guys think Tams will make it or break it? I think she's gonna break it. Simon chose the bunny, the hardest one.
One pin to rule them all.
Is it hot?
No.
I see it's cracked. Sam? I think you died now.
I like it. That, it's surprisingly really hard. Like, I don't know how gentle you must go. So I'm just making little holes all the way around, and then all of a sudden the ear chopped off and then the body cut off, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how these kids do it. I don't know how they did it in Squid Games. It is not easy.
The honeycomb tastes amazing, but we forgot to mention that if you guys want to do the Squid Games thing, it costs 3,000 won, which is about $2.50, so it's not too bad for the experience. Even though Tams didn't make it, at least it's not the real Squid Games. So she didn't die today. She lives another day. We're now off to the Gamcheon Village. We're about 2.3 k's from the village. So I think we're gonna walk it because it's not, don't think that's that far, and then maybe we'll take the bus coming back. We should have taken the bus.
It's a very, very, very steep incline.
And it's not easy to climb this thing while we are sick, but we'll make it.
Gamcheon Cultural Village is well known for its layered compactedness, labyrinth streets, as well as its bright colored houses. And just look how lively this place looks. It looks really fun. So we're gonna walk around and check what all the hype's about. It's the first one we've had with custard filling. Look how hot that is. Very nice. Okay.
Airport finish Ocean Photo Zone, come back to starting point.
Okay.
20 minutes. DNC keep going, narrow alley, downhill, market end. Takes about 1 hour 20 minutes, one-way course.
Okay. As you enter Gamcheon Village, there is a place where you can buy stamp maps. What's really cool is it's a map that you can actually go around the area. There is 3 different trails you can walk along. You can get stamps, and some of them with this orange square actually means you get a postcard like this. It's really, really cool. So it's definitely something we recommend, and that's what we're gonna start now. Let's go. We have just made it to our first stop called the Little Museum, and we're gonna get our first stamp. We walked up here, got our first stamp at the Little Museum, and we came up here past the whale picture, and it looks like we're on our way to Hanyul Maru. We got our second postcard. What's really cool is once you get your postcards, you can write your story to yourself, and then within 1 year or 3 weeks from now, you can actually get it posted back to yourself as a great memory card or reminder of the amazing time you've had here. It's 501 to post it internationally, and we just posted off our 2 postcards to our family. With much love. We're now gonna go back down and walk along up here to get our next stamp at Gamcheon Bakery.
Got me up all night, putting things on the side. What do you have in mind? She's awake.
Another one for the book.
What are you trying to find? I hope this ain't a lie. Cause I'm vibing with all we have. Yeah, I'm feeling what we are now. I'm laying down on the ground. All I do is thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm vibing with all we have. I'm feeling what we are now. All I do is thinking out loud.
The stairs behind me is called Stairs to See the Stars. And the reasoning why is back in the day when ladies and gents used to carry heavy loads up these stairs, they used to feel dizzy and start seeing stars. So that's why it was named Stairs to See the Stars, otherwise known as 148 stairs.
Emotions, stumbling out of bed. One hell of a roller coaster. You're messing with my head. I'm ending up so clueless. What are you trying to find? I'm running with these emotions. Tell me
feel so accomplished. We have just made it to our very, very final stamp. Let's do it. Did it. It was so worth it to do the math. We had some ups and downs. We had some turmoil. We wanted to give up, but we powered through. We conquered the math, and it was absolutely worth it. I feel like an absolute champion right now. But where are we headed to now?
We are super hungry right now, so we're off to market, which is apparently a famous market here, which I think it's called Gukje Market. So hopefully you can find some really awesome food there before we head back to our hotel. We just got off the bus.
It was an experience. We were like this on the bus with everyone else.
It was a lot quicker though, so I definitely recommend taking the bus rather than walking to the village.
Because it is very steep.
Yeah, and once you get to the village, there's a lot of walking to do, so you might as well save your energy and just take the bus. We're not too far from the market, so we're walking there right now.
Gukje Market has a very interesting backstory, since after the Korean War, a lot of the fugitives actually fled to Busan, and then they set up stalls in the Gukje Market, and that's when it actually grew. And today a lot of people sell machinery, kitchenware and clothes. That's mostly you can find here.
I think we ordered too much. But this is like a spring onion pancake, I think.
We ordered these really, really long dumplings. They have vermicelli inside. They're quite nice.
We just finished eating.
It was an interesting experience because we were standing around the cart that was in the middle of the street, so everyone was like knocking against us while we were trying to eat. But it was an experience. It was cool.
The food wasn't too bad, it was a bit too oily for us. And in total it costed us 8,000 won, which wasn't so bad for the amount of food she gave us. We're now on our way maybe to find some drinks, and then after that we'll head back to our place. So instead of getting drinks, Tam's decided that she wants the shaved ice that we got in Seoul. So we're now at Sulbing. So while we wait for our food,
Our Bingsu.
we thought we'd let you guys know that this side of town is really, really worthwhile coming through to. Make sure you guys go to the Gamcheon Villiage, BIFF International if you're looking for small treats, and the Gukje Market that we just came from is actually really nice. The streets, well, once you get past all the kitchen stuff, it's quite a nice vibe there. So if you guys are going through, go through at night, and there's quite a lot of people, so yeah, just be prepared for that.
How gorgeous does that look? So I ordered the injolmi red bean, they're called snowflake, but it's actually bingsu. So it is shaved milk ice, topped with red bean, and injolmi, which is a roasted soybean that has been ground into a powder, and it's accompanied by like marji, like little glutinous rice balls. We just finished. It was absolutely delicious.
Probably not the best choice to make while we are sick, but it was absolutely worth it.
Agreed.
So we're gonna call it a night for now, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.